So bring it on, fresh, fervent, fevered, how it always was and how it always will be. Feel it, this is where it starts. Whatever your ambitions, a good beginning is the perfect way to get things underway. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. The national anthem of Argentina rings out. Pacho has been included in the starting lineup. Does he have a key role to play here, Jim?
Well, I'd expect him to add a little more steel and stability to this defence, Peter. He's also very good on the ball, and he always shows courage in wanting to be on it. So you would expect him to contribute a lot to their build-up play.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. So it's away we go then. Haaland is onto this. Fernandes. McAllister. Oh, good spread. De Paul. Messi. Vieira. Now it's Haaland. Now it's Shevchenko. Played out to the left flank. Haaland tries a shot! It's run loose. Oh, what has happened here? That has been knocked clear. Fernandes. McAllister. Montiel. And it's Rodrigo de Paul. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Montiel. Messi. Looking to play him in. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Milan are looking to go forward now. And it's Rooney. Davids. Well, both starting the game at a pretty decent tempo. And here's Shevchenko. Oh, that was a half-decent effort.
He's never the type to turn down a challenge, is he?
Towering header! Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world.
Haaland is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Medina. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Messi. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Vieira getting this one clear. Nakamura, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. It's played through for him. Decent chance! Goal! Milan!
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
Assegnato al 22esimo minuto, numero 23.
You felt it was coming, 1-0.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Great vision. Neatly clipped into space. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Medina. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. And it's Son Heung-min. Nicely weighted ball. Spread neatly. Now it's Son Heung-min. Hangs one in. Can he finish? Oh, nearly, but not quite.
Well, he's never the sort to doubt his own capabilities. Always fancies himself, no matter what the situation.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Shoots! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
Shevchenko clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
No, he didn't quite meet it right.
I think he did really well to get the shot away, to be honest, given how much pressure he was under at the time.
And it's been taken short. Backward it goes. Chance! Oh, that's a waste. Almada. Son Heung-min. Oh, there's a probing ball. And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Turns back here, probably the best option. Milan are one up and looking surprisingly comfortable. And it's Rodrigo de Paul. Davids does really well to win the ball there. Nakamura tries to play it through. Oh, Haaland! They are queuing up to have a go here.
Milan really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Almada, Medina, Fernandez, and Almada, Fernandez, now Martinez. And here's Messi, spread to the right, and he's whipped it across. And for the first half, that is that. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, I think it's a case of so far, so good. The boss has clearly done his homework and I don't think he needs to change much during the break. Now they've got the lead, they can expect more of the same in the second half.
Milan just ahead here in a tight game. They are 1-0 to the good. We're on the move again.
Milan can do themselves a massive favour by grabbing another one here.
Almada. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's McAllister. And the finish! And no mistake. Argentina are level. And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
Argentina restore parity.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Almada. And he goes cross-field. Son Heung-min. And that interception was most necessary. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Romero. Passing is crisp and sharp. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Haaland under intense pressure.
Yeah, they didn't smell the danger early enough, but I suppose better late than never.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store. Milan really just need to be careful for the next 10 minutes or so, deal with the pressure, and come again.
And the shot! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end. And he stands tall, impenetrable. And here's Lautaro Martinez. No question, this is the man you want to get onto the end of things. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Plays the return pass. That's a cute ball. Shevchenko. And they've got rid. McAllister. Montiel. To Martinez. Medina. Almada, given the lift of his goal. Looking for options for movement. Argentina choosing to make the first change.
Cambio di giocatori.
And it's Davids. Rooney. Vieira can so cleverly bypass the press. That is a great pick out. He's on it, can he get away? And Martinez! Fantastic from Martinez! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And the comeback is complete!
Gol per l'Argentina.
That really is quite fabulous, all his own doing. Argentina leading now.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Almada. Messi. Martinez. And it's McAllister. To Martinez. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Now it's Messi. Oh, he's getting hounded, really hounded. Romero. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball.
Well, at least they acknowledge the effort. They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Nakamura. Lasciano il campo per il numero 10, il numero 14.
Pops him off it and wins back the ball. Milan now in a position of desperate urgency.
Yeah, it's not looking good, Peter. Never say never, though.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. That's a good run down the left. Defending in numbers, sharp and uncompromising. Oh, this looks sharp. And he's forced to go back.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
Fiore. Here's Haaland. Oh, lovely. Tries one from range. They've got to be quick to recover this. Royce delivers. He leaps for it. Well taken goal. They have stolen level at the last. Simple, certain, effective. He just guided it in.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Back to parity, and there's barely any time left.
It just goes to show you what determination can achieve. OK, there isn't much time left, but if we have to find a winner now, there's no question who I'll be backing.
Plays a sharp little ball here. Pacho. Time added on 4 minutes. And it's Fernandez. And here's Messi. Simeone. Now it's Simeone. Can he finish? And he's following up. Incredible. Just incredible. So is that it? Is this the moment they stole it? He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
That's that, the end. Milan pleasingly clever on the ball. They had their moments, but ultimately they take away nothing. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Well, the game plan for me just looked a little confused, and the crowd seemed to pick up on this early on, and it just created a kind of negative vibe around the whole stadium, and I think this performance was one best deleted from the memory bank now.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.
Grazie.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beckley.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it.
And now, lining up for
Zimbabwe have gone with a 4-5-1, Jim.
Well, this setup, Peter, can be very defensive if that midfield is in place purely to form a protective layer in front of the back four. But it can also be the launchpad to very quick counter-attacks. If you can offer pace and accuracy on the front foot, it can have a devastating effect, actually, at the offensive end of the pitch too.
So that's got things underway. Well, Marco Reus, Jim, is a man of many qualities, but what do you perceive as his greatest strength?
I would say leadership, and that's perhaps not something you expect from a flair player like him. So many times he's been the team.
Oh, greatly! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end. Gently done. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
It's a great gallop down the right-hand side. Crosses it in. Reus. So what can they make of this? Del Piero. Shevchenko. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. And this is Shevchenko. Can he stop it going out? So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
That's a sharp pass. And that is out and behind. It's a good block. And it's been taken short. Now it's Nakamba. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Tries to pass it through. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Oh, the movement is slick. The speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Now, can they get him away? He's in plenty of space here.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And he lines up a cross. Terrific effort! And the header is disappointing in the end.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
That's what he said. And he's forced to go back. So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets. And here's the chance to counter. And it's Reus. Oh, some astute defending there. Reus. And here's Shevchenko. Played out wide. Oh, nice touch. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
That's good play from him.
And this is Del Piero. And he's made sure that's not getting through. That's what he said.
Zimbabwe really do like to play with a distinctive style, one that's pacey and expansive.
And they have the players, those players that love a gallop or two out wide.
Yeah, they're the key supply routes, Peter, carrying the ball and then delivering it across that box.
Now it's Del Piero. Maswanise. It's a searching pass. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Del Piero. And a goal here just before half-time could mean a great deal. Lumetzi. Hadebe. Shifted it to the flank. That's what he said. Lumetzi. He'll try from distance! Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Makaleli. Hops for safety. No, he's not going to get any further than that. Looking to play him in, and this is Royce. Looking for a run-up. Eder Militao tries to clear. That's it, 45 minutes up. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. So very little to report. Nothing indeed in terms of goals scored.
Yeah, 0-0, but definitely not from the want of trying. There's been plenty of industry and hard work, as well as some good defending, so I wouldn't be too dismissive just yet.
So we are where we began. The scoreline remains 0-0 at the break.
And please welcome our lads to the field.
The second period is on the way.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Hadebe. He's looking wide. Rumetsi played out towards the right wing. Lofted in. That should be the goalkeepers, and it is.
Zimbabwe clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
Nakamura. And it's Zanetti. That has been slung wide. Looking for options for movement. He is through here. Shevchenko! It's hit the crossbar. Defending of the desperate variety. Royce going face-to-face with his great rival. Quality ball. Can he get it through? Oh, good climb! Denied by an instinctive save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And he's managed to get rid. Zimbabwe have the chance to go the other way. That's what he's saying. A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. Royce, nicely aimed pass. And it's Del Piero. Gets a good foot in there. Maswanise. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Rumetsi. Space for him to turn and look. Here comes the cross. Zanetti. And it's Royce. Now it's Shevchenko. Now this could be a chance. Now it's Nakamura. That is ended up in no man's land. Makalele chasing after it.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. And that's a throw-in.
Substitution for Zimbabwe. Number 11. Number 9. Tino Kadewere.
Nakalele.
Number 15.
Milan perhaps
field,
contemplating their next change
10,
here.
Number 12. Number 17.
Makalele.
Substitutions taking place.
And it's Del Piero. Played into space. That's a shade optimistic.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Makalele.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Son Heung-min running a top gear. Milan are repeatedly frustrated here in the face of this rear guard. Time is getting away from them. Now it's Haaland. Well, they're certainly pressing with purpose here. Haaland!
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Lunetzi. Aimed beyond the defence. He's through here. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
That's it. The referee says enough. Frustration, exasperation, vexation, certainly from an attacking perspective. Neither side able to make an impression despite all the huff and puff. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Milan may have approached this game as a probable win, Peter, and didn't address the basics properly that may have achieved it.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening.
Match day programs are available from stands located by the gates. I'm sure.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
Just listen to that noise, this place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. We stand for the national anthem of France.
La formazione del Milan, il numero 9, Fabio Cannavaro, il numero 7, Javier Zanetti, il numero 4, Makelele, il numero 25, Nakamura.
So it's down to business here. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Peter, this guy, Theo Hernandez, comes from a family with great pedigree, although he's a very different player to his older brother, who's a fine player in his own right. But Theo is about dynamism, pace and energy. He just loves to get on that front foot.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Played into space. Eder Militao is there, and he can get that clear. Distributed tidily. Olise has it in a wide position. And it's Dembele. It's a good spell of possession, this. Olise. That is a brilliant interception. Nakamura. Del Piero. Now Eder Militao. Makelele. Nakamura. And here's Shevchenko! Denied by an instinctive save.
Shevchenko is offering a wry smile there.
And here's Doué. It's a promising position. And it's Hernandez. Dembele. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Olise. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Wriggles his way through. And here's Mbappe. Played in by Nakamura. And it's kept out by a stubborn defence. Towering header! Hernandez with the clearance. And now a sudden chance to counter. Still goalless. Oh, it's come loose. Dembele. Now it's Doué. And Mbappe! It's anyone's ball now. Olise! Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Now it's Mbappe, and here's Doué, Dembele. Nice sequence of passes, this. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. And claimed it back swiftly. And it's Van Nistelrooy. Nakamura.
That's going in strongly.
Referee has just said play on. Could move up a gear here. Hernandez. Nicely weighted ball. He is just caressing the ball. Hernandez with the delivery. That's a decent clearance.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Dembele. Saliba. Dembele. Spread to the right.
Deserved a better ball there. He's right to be disappointed.
And the counter is on. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. And it's Hernandez. Doué picks it up out wide. Doué finding himself in space. Del Piero. Nakamura. 40 minutes gone. Half-time closing in. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Zanetti cuts out the pass. And here's Olise. Dembele. Rabiot. Now it's Dembele. Now it's Doué. And that is the end of the first half. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. So between them, no goals at all so far.
Well, this will have given them a chance to look for any potential holes and weaknesses in the opposition. Something that will bear fruit once the teams come out again, I'm sure, Peter.
So it's simmered along nicely for 45 minutes, but still no goals. It is 0-0 at half-time.
Cambio di giocatori.
And we get things going again. Both sides defensively robust up to now. Barcola. And it's Dembele. And it's Tchouaméni. And here's Mbappe. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Rijkaard.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
And here's Mbappe. Mbappe unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And he's looking to catch him up. Dembele. Goes looking wide. Nakamura. Now it's Olise. No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. Makalele, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Shevchenko. Makalele. That's a good ball out wide. Still absolutely nothing to report here goals-wise. He's cut it out. And he's gone looking for safety. Olise. And here's Mbappe. Tries one from range. It is still anyone's game, 0-0. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Mbappe. Shevchenko. Great vision. Tries a shot! Koundé. Saliba. That's Rabiot. And it's Tchouaméni. Olise might just make this. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the task, Peter, did he?
And Van Nistelrooy! Oh, how good is he? About as smooth as it gets. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
You felt it was coming, 1-0.
Look, you can't deny that it's a blow, but this game is far from unsalvageable.
And it's Dembele. And he's picked it up out wide. That's tidy. And he's gone backward here. Dembele! Now, who's going to be first to this?
France really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's approaching that time where you have to decide whether you stick or twist, Peter. I'm inclined to think the latter, but the boss probably has quite a few things which he has to factor in yet, so let's see.
France can make their change now with a break in play.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case. Milan surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
And here's Mbappe. Cherki. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, that's nice. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Defending in numbers, sharp and uncompromising. Stood up well to him there. Cleared without hesitation.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Now it's Del Piero. Looking for the run. Chouameni.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Well, this is surely their last chance. And it's Akliouche. Spread out to the left. Barcola receives it in a wide position. Nice control. Hernandez. Hernandez crosses. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. And that's it. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick, but they have got over the line. Quite a ride. Van Nistelrooy, voted man of the match, and deservedly so. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Milan clearly weren't looking to win it this way. There's no doubt about that. Still, you have to credit them for their ability to dig deep, to show good mental strength, and to find that extra gear when it mattered.
Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you.